No, Julian, you can't leave the city. We need you here.
You know I haven't left the city for 7 years. If I don't go, I'll lose her.
With Eddie gone, the Bruja will be at each other's throat. The prince has to stay in the city to keep the peace.
You can keep the peace. You taught me how. Look, I'll only be gone for 2 days. No one will even know I'm away.
They'll sense it, Julian. They'll know.
I need her, Archon. I can't let her go.
You seem nervous without your bodyguards. Don't worry. I can protect you.
I'm sure you can. I've seen the way you merge.
I'm just in a hurry to get there. It's not every day I get to drive a car like this, you know.
Speaking of there, when'd you tell me where there is?
Is the suspense killing you?
I'm a little curious.
Well, the mystery is over because there is here.
What made you choose this place?
Your family, they used to live not far from here, didn't they?
Who told you that?
It was in my research, that article I wrote about you.
So it's no accident we came here.
Julian, we've been seeing each other for almost 2 months, and I feel like I barely know you. That's why I asked you to come away with me. And yes, that's why I picked Manzanita. Are you mad at me? Is there a reason why you wouldn't want to be here?
No, it's fine. It's just been a long time since I've been back. Long time.
It's Cameron. Hey, Sorrel, Cameron's back. Well, look at you, Mr. Big City Bruja. Who'd you kill for the suit?
I did what I was told, fool. I made myself into one of them.
You better be here to tell me you're the new prince of San Francisco.
Not yet.
Those Ventru killed half your clan. You're the only Bruja they didn't burn.
You think I don't remember?
Julian Luna wiped us out. And Archon ordered it. I told you never come home till they were dead. And you were in their place.
You sent me to learn their ways, and I have. You don't get to be prince just by taking it. You have to earn the respect of every clan and their leaders. You have to show them that you know how to use the power they give you.
How's that gonna happen? When you're here and they're in the city?
Because Julian is coming here. I don't know when, but he is coming. He's with a woman, a human. She's been asking around about the winery. They may already be here.
You go back to San Francisco. Finish Archon. We'll split up and track Luna. We'll find that Ventru killer. It's about time somebody put bodies in those graves of theirs.
That somebody is me.
This is a local wine that the rental people recommended. I think it's the last vintage before the old Mission Winery closed.
Familiar with it.
2, our weekend together. Tell me something, Julian. Something about you that I don't know.
What would you like to know?
Anything. Everything. Surprise me.
A secluded cabin in the woods. A roaring fire. Not even a telephone to connect us to our troubles. You want to talk?
So far, you are not surprising me.
The prince should have never left the city, Archon. It's too dangerous.
The city is safe. Julian told me he was leaving. He left the city in my hands.
Why did he go to Manzanita?
He went to Manzanita?
That's what I got from Caitlin's assistant.
Maybe I should go and be there if he needs me.
Are the Bruja there still living?
The winery was destroyed. If any Bruja there still lived, who would have heard of it? Now, what Julian needs is for us to stay here to protect his city.
Then how can you say the city is safe? Julian needs us here because everybody knows he's gone. Bruja fights are breaking out all over.
That was inevitable. Eddie died. The Bruja will do battle to see who sits in his chair. It has nothing to do with Julian.
Julian could force a truce. You can't.
I was prince of this city for a very long time, Gangrel. I think I know how to control the clans.
But you're not prince now.
Enough!
Hey! Julian is supposed to keep the clans together. He's gone and look what's happening, Archon. Even in this room.
My God, we slept all afternoon. How are you?
Happy.
You don't feel restless at all.
I could lie here forever.
I'm a little antsy. I want to see the sights.
They're right out the door.
I want to explore a little.
Wilderness for miles around. You want to take a walk?
Actually, I read in the guidebook about a local curiosity. The old cemetery. Half of the history of California is buried there. Old gold rush miners and outlaws and madams. What's the matter?
Nothing.
We don't have to go if you don't want to.
No, if it's what you want to do, let's do it. Let's go.
No bodies. There's never any bodies. Half of Eddie Fiore's haunts look like this.
Bullet holes in blood, but never any bodies. And what'd they do? They just bleed all over and then walk home?
Look, what do you want me to say? I can't explain it, can you?
You may not like to hear it, Sonny, but the fact is, they're vampires.
You listen to me, Frank. These are very dangerous people. You don't want to get mixed up in this, man.
You know something you're not telling me?
I'm just telling you to be careful, that's all.
No, because every time I mention this vampire thing, you act like I'm crazy. Now, there's two possibilities for that. Number one, you don't believe that they're real. But number two, you know they are. Now, what's it gonna be, Sonny? I'm your partner. You owe me the truth.
See, that's why I say you're crazy, man. Because no matter what happens, you just can't leave this alone.
Your grandparents?
Great-grandparents.
Do you ever come back here and visit them?
Not often.
Is it so bad having me this close to your past?
That grave over there. Skinny Leg Swenson. He worked the claim for 15 years and never found gold. Till a 10-pound nugget fell on his head and killed him.
You say that like you knew him.
That was in 1849, Caitlin. My great-grandfather knew him, but I never had the pleasure.
Oh, looks like the old Mission Winery. You want to check it out?
They closed it a long time ago.
Well, you could just take a peek.
I'd rather not.
I think there's something here in the guidebook about it. I'll read it to you. The Old Mission Winery was less famous for its wine than it was for an unsolved crime which took place here in 1985. Late one night, neighbors heard gunfire and screaming. Flames lit the sky, and when police finally came, they had to wait for the fire to die. What they found inside baffles them still. Bullet holes and blood were everywhere. But not one body remained. Isn't your family's winery on the other side of the valley?
This is why you brought me here. You thought I had something to do with what happened here.
Did you?
Why would you think that?
You told me once that you were a ruthless man, but that's all that you told me. You're so secretive about your past, I don't know what I'm supposed to think.
Why is it so important for you to know my past? Why can't you just accept the man you see right now?
Because I'm falling in love with you. Don't ask me to fall any further for a man that I don't know. It's not fair.
A long time ago, I did things that were violent. I worked in the service of a powerful man who was sometimes too ruthless. I'm another person now. What I try to be is the man I am when I'm with you. You bring out the best of me. I don't want to bring back the worst.
Did you have anything to do with what happened?
I can't tell you that. I can't tell anymore.
It's not good enough. I need to know the whole truth, whatever it is.
I'm sorry.
So am I. I'm going for a walk.
Call your boyfriend, Julian. Call him.
No. Please, God, no. Julian.
Run, Caitlin. Get back to the car.
Oh my God. The car isn't far. I'm gonna get you to the hospital.
No.
If you lie here, you're gonna bleed to death.
If the humans find out we exist, they'll hunt us down.
Humans, you say that like you're not human. Julian, what should I do? Tell me what to do. What should I do?
Take me back to the cabin.
Okay.
Hide me.
Okay.
You've been poking around in Eddie Fiore's business.
And who might you be?
Let him rest in peace. Let his friends settle his affairs the way they see fit.
Why don't you just step back, sport?
My name is Cameron. I'm the new primogen of the Bruja. I understand you know what that means?
Well, I'm a little slow with that kind of thing. Explain it to me, Cameron.
You've been hunting Eddie Fiore for some time now. But normally, that would get a man killed. You lived because Julian Luna protected you.
Your point being?
My point being, Julian is dead. Which means open season on you, my friend. Detective Kohanek.
Luna's dead?
That's right. Eddie Fiore was brutal and stupid. I am neither of those things. I would advise you to stop hunting Bruja, or I will hunt you. In your apartment, on the street. I will find you and end your life like that. Take my advice, detective. Keep in your own backyard.
Caitlin.
Julian. Thank God. How are you feeling?
I've been better.
You've lost a lot of blood. And you have a fever. I dressed your wound. I don't know what else to do.
There's nothing else you can do.
You sure?
Don't worry. Takes a lot to kill one of us.
What the hell's going on here? What the hell are you? Is anything of what you told me true? Is that really your great-grandfather in that grave?
There's no one in that grave. The Julian Luna who should be there is me.
Archon? What is it?
I felt it as if it were happening to me.
What?
It's Julian. He's dying. Those Manzanita Broha, they must be alive. Daedalus, I can feel his life slipping away. I should have been there. They should have done this to me.
What are you saying?
It never should have happened. I lied to him, Daedalus. I sent Julian to a needless death.
After Archon embraced me, I became his enforcer.
His enforcer.
He was the judge, I was the executioner. 10 years ago, there was a war between the clans. The Gangrels and the Toreador made peace. The Bruja wanted power, so I had to fight. This fight was different. They kept coming at me, and I kept killing. Until I realized I was becoming one of them. Nothing more than a monster that had to be stopped. When it was done, and I'd burned the building and the bodies, I knew I couldn't kill for Archon anymore. And I never did.
The day Julian laid his weapons down, that day I realized his time had come. He'd lead the Kindred further than I ever could.
How?
His ferociousness helped win the war, but his hunger for peace united the clans. I lost my soul that day. When I sent Julian to Manzanita, I told him it was a mission of justice.
Those Bruja were killers. They slaughtered unarmed Ventru.
No, they didn't. Those Bruja had committed no crime, except being Bruja. I had a score to settle with their leader. It was a personal vendetta, and I made Julian my angel of wrath.
Does Julian know this?
No. I never told him. Julian couldn't have lived with himself had he known. I hoped my crime would die with those Bruja, but it didn't. Vengeance came and took the wrong man.
You're a vampire?
We call ourselves Kindred. Vampire is a word humans invented. They needed a name for their fears in the night.
But if you don't kill people to drink blood, then why should we fear you?
Because we're living proof that the monster is in you. We come from you humans, but we live without your boundaries. We have to survive. I can see it in your eyes right now. A part of you shrinks from what I am.
Julian! Oh, Julian!
I don't take pleasure in killing. I'm not a monster like him. But I need your blood, or else I'll die.
What's happening?
Now you can feel what we felt, Luna. You can watch a loved one die before your eyes.
I can't do it.
can feel you leaving me.
Maybe it was never meant to be.
Listen to me, Julian. He said if I gave him my blood, it would save him. Will my blood save you?
Can you imagine loving me knowing what I am?
Answer me. Would my blood save you?
I could never live with it.
I want to help you. I don't want to lose you.
Maybe you should.
Please don't leave me. Please, don't leave me.
I'm scared, Cash. I don't know why, but I feel like something's wrong with Julie.
Archon's not telling us everything he knows.
Everybody's talking about a clan war. I mean, could that really happen?
Ask Julian. He stopped the last one.
How can the world feel so safe one minute and so dangerous the next because of one person?
Sasha. Some brouhaha you are, making time with a gangrel primogen. You mind your tongue, boy. My name is Cameron. You'll be seeing a lot more of me if you live that long.
Be careful, Cameron. Archon's a lot less forgiving than Julian.
Julian's dead. And Archon will be too before the night is out. Then you'll have a choice. Either join me or join them.
Get him out of my sight. What am I gonna do with you?
Julian. I thought for sure you were gone.
You saved my life.
You don't have to be ashamed in front of me. I accept who you are.
A long time ago, you said anyone who would cut people open and drink their blood must be a monster. In your heart, I'll always be a monster.
You've been with the prince for a long time, haven't you?
Yes.
Very loyal to him?
I care about him.
Good. Then you can understand why I'm here. I cared about the Klansmen who embraced me 10 years ago, but Julian massacred them. Then I stood by and watched Eddie Fiore kiss that killer's hand year after gutless year. I cannot stand by any longer. Eddie always believed that being Prince meant having you. It's part of the reason he wanted the job.
Well, Eddie was wrong. It's part of why he's dead.
That's true. But I'm not Eddie. So, Julian Luna is the only man for you?
Oh, I never said that.
Oh, you give me hope.
You think you're ready for me, Bruja?
I plan to find out. Don't look her in the eyes. Don't talk to her. If you don't understand why, think of Eddie. And don't let her go, or you'll answer to me.
Julian, whatever you are now, you were the same thing when we started. You were part of my life then, and I want you to be a part of it now.
It's not possible.
Why not?
I have to get back to San Francisco. My friends are in trouble.
Yeah, but you have to make sure you heal. Last night you were bleeding. You were cut open.
You fed me your blood and made me strong. This is what Kindred can do when they're strong.
I'm trying so hard to understand this.
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to know we exist.
But I do. You can't change that, Julian.
You better pray that I can.
What are you saying?
Our laws state that humans who know we exist have to be made to forget.
Made to forget? How can you do that?
I'm not sure I can.
Don't do this. You have no right.
I have no choice. As long as you know what I am, there are only two ways this can end. You have to be embraced, or you'll have to die. And I will never let either of those happen.
I love you, Julian.
That's why I have to do this.
What happened?
You were sick. I decided to take you home. I'll drop you off at your house. You'll feel better tomorrow.
I don't remember anything after Friday night.
You woke up with a fever. So I made you stay in bed all day and sleep it off.
Well, you must have taken good care of me because I feel absolutely fine.
You did the same for me.
Wasn't much of a weekend, was it?
I wouldn't say that.
I think I had a terrible nightmare.
Really? Tell me about it.
I don't remember it really. I just, I really went through the ringer.
Was I in it?
You are always in my dreams. Good and bad.
Archon, I'm waiting.
All these years I've been failing to reach the light. I never realized what held me back. It was not lack of age or wisdom, but the weight of my past. The bloodshed, the killings, the vendettas, like the one I called against your clansman.
You've only paved the way for me to take your place, old man. Because my revenge against you both is just.
You're mistaken, Broha. Julian never knew what he did was wrong. I kept it from him. Those killings were my crime, not his. But when tonight's done, the debt is paid. Murder Julian, and you'll never be prince. Others will know his death was unjust.
How do I know you're not lying?
Because you know me. And you know Julian. And only one of us hated you. We'll be trading places now. You'll step into the shadow, and I'll step into the light.
Enjoy the trip.
Archon.
He's the one, isn't he? Your presence here is an insult to me and to Archon's memory.
This is a meeting of the Primogens, is it not?
I'll make your reign the shortest in Bruja history.
Julian, wait.
Why are you protecting him?
Hear what he has to say.
The death of Archon was just according to kindred law.
What are you talking about?
My clansmen did not deserve to die, to be ripped apart and thrown on some bonfire to be burned alive. Oh, your sire never told you, did he? The mission he sent you on 10 years ago was a personal vendetta.
Is this true?
Archon confessed it to me.
I want this conclave to know that it has my respect. I put my life in your hands. If Archon's killing was unjust, say so.
and I will surrender to you, Julian. Then unless you want to overrule your primogen, I'm free of blame.
I lead by the law, Bruja. That's the only reason you live. Just remember, kindred law is harsh. Step wrong even once, and you'll get the same justice you gave my sire.
Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry, Julian. I should have told you the truth.
Archon?
Our blood is one. So is our spirit. Lead them far, Julian.
Archon?
Julian. That name you said, I know it. Archon. I heard it in my dream. You called him your sire. What did that mean?
I don't know, Caitlin. It was your dream.